Hey yo, what is groovy? What is good? It's your boy Papa Capes, and we are back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description below. Using that link directly supports me and directly supports the channel and just helps us continue building what we are building right here. If you, your family members, your friends, or anybody that's part of your community would like to start a new Raid account, or you're just brand new to the game, use that link in the description. Immediately when you start out with that link, you will get Tholen Foulbeard right off the bat, and as you progress just a little bit, you'll then be greeted by Ugo, Tagore, and Mausoleum Mage. Right now is a fantastic time to start Raid because you can either use code RAID7 to get Pelops the Victor or code RAV to get Padrake. And if you're looking at getting a triple legendary start, Skeletor has returned in an ongoing in-game event that you just simply have to log in for 7 days and you'll get greeted by a third legendary on your account. So let's get into today's video. As you can see, this is the account that we actually started with our own creator link, and I just thought to give you guys an update because we have successfully reached 30 days on this account. So we were greeted with Hi Katun, and we will now slowly start progressing towards Yaga the Insatiable, who, if I remember correctly, is nothing special, but it's still a milestone that you reach on day 60. I'd like to be very honest about two things. This isn't going to be a speed run progress update. There's not going to be 8 6-star champions. We're not going to already be on Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. I keep saying this, I'm a dad first and I'm a gamer second. So this is a more potentially more realistic progress update after 30 days. That doesn't mean it's good, doesn't mean it's bad. It's just what I've been able to secure on this account, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. The second thing I'd like to be honest about is that it's not entirely free to play. We did buy the Apprentice Pass on this account to secure Rector, so I'm going to be honest and transparent as always. Let's get into it right off the bat. Player level, first things first, we are at level 43 right now on day 30. The most points we contributed to CVC, which I think there was only one CVC that we've done, is just under 60k points. The most damage we've done with multiple keys to Demon Lord on hard is 36 million, and then we've done Chimera on easy 6.5 million, and our favorite champ so far, Pelops, Tholen, Rector, and Ugo. In terms of power, which I don't really think is important, but we're at about 206k power, and resources. Just before I started filming, we got a energy refill, so that's why we are currently over cap. But on this account, I do spend 99% of my time underneath cap, so that we're obviously using that as efficiently as possible. I don't do the same thing on my main, because on my main, I'm currently saving for who knows what, but I'm saving. We're chilling with 4.5 million silver and 828 gems. So those are the resources on the account. I'm not sure if I've got any clan boss keys right now. Do I currently? We do. We've got 2 clan boss keys that we can use, so that's pretty cool. First thing I want to talk about is just the champions that I find at the core of my account. So an interesting thing to mention is that this is the first playthrough that I was able to finish campaign on Brutal with 2 5-star champions. So I finished campaign with Tholen and Pelops, and both of them were at 5-star, and both of them were only 3-star ascended. So that was the first time for me, at least, that I finished Brutal campaign with 2 5-stars and not having 1 6-star, and also not having like a healer or a reviver. So Pelops and Tholen were the 2 that I used for Brutal campaign. That's pretty cool. I'm at a place now where I can farm 12-3 Brutal with only Tholen, 100% success rate, so that I can put in 3 pieces of food there as well. So Tholen, off the bat, main nuker in the roster. His build is currently in lifesteal and speed, 4-piece lifesteal, 2-piece speed, and there are his stats: 33k HP, 3.5k attack, 1.5k defense, 203 speed, 106% crit rate, 96% crit damage, 50 resistance, no accuracy. So yeah, this isn't me saying that these champions are built fantastically. We all know that in the early game, gear is a struggle, but this is just how I've got them built and how they've worked for me so far. I will be revisiting their builds once I get access to more gear, but this is what I've been using them in so far. Next up, we've got Pelops, who is also in a lifesteal set with some pinpoint, and we recently made a change to his boots. He used to have speed boots on. We used to have boots on from the speed set, but without the speed being the main attribute. So we've changed that now to pinpoint. So we do lose the set bonus, but speed on the boots is absolutely crucial. So we've got him in a 3-piece pinpoint with 4-piece lifesteal, and his stats are currently 41k HP, 1.6k attack, 2k defense, 182 speed, 88% crit rate, 104% crit damage, 124 resistance, and 65 accuracy. On to the next, which is Rector. 1-star soul on Rector as well that we bought from the soul market. And she is currently in a speed set, some immortal, and then pinpoint as well. We don't currently have an amulet for her, so that's why that slot is empty. And her stats, 48k HP, 1.5k attack, almost 2k defense, 207 speed, 15% crit rate, 65% crit damage, 49 resistance, and 67 accuracy. She obviously main reviver on my team when it comes to single target revives, but then we go on to our girl Ugo, who is in double perception, accuracy, and pinpoint. We do not have a decent, or we do not have a banner for Ogren Tribe as yet, so her stats are chilling at 40k HP, 1.3k attack, 3k defense, 192 speed, 32% crit rate, 73% crit damage, 55 resistance, and almost 300 accuracy for that decreased defense on the A2. Then we've got Tagore, who's also a main reviver, but he revives a lot more, and he's currently built in speed, accuracy, divine life, and pinpoint. His stats are almost 30k HP, 1.6k attack, 1.25k defense, 158 speed, 26% crit rate, 57% crit damage, 39 resistance, and 117 accuracy. And then that's kind of the main team that I use, but if I needed another option, I do have access to Kale. And then we're also going to build Skeletor, obviously, for the first time to check what he does. And we are going to be working on building Mausoleum Mage for that cleanser. Right now, I know in the Doom Tower, Nether Spider is there, so Mausoleum Mage will come in clutch. Obviously, the reason I built Tholen, pure damage dealing nuker. Pelops can do decent damage and he also has a stun, but he just has that magma shield that he puts on, and it just helps with survivability in terms of the entirety of the team. And then people who deal damage to Pelops take damage as well, so that's cool. Rector, she's just consistent, solid, absolutely helps the team just last longer. Ugo, the clutch queen, she has that clutch revive if she's the last one alive. To go as well, increasing speed, providing shields, and has that revive as well. That is why I chose to build those 5 champions, and we've only got 4 of them at level 60, and we currently, with this champ training, I'm going to use that as an excuse to get to go to level 60 as well. And then at least I've got 3 supports, well 4 supports technically, at level 60 and 1 nuker. And then I'll look at either building maybe Kale to level 60 as the starter champ, but I don't really have another nuker outside of Kale that I could potentially build here. With having just secured Haikatun, we're definitely going to be building her as well. I haven't ever built Haikatun on any of my playthroughs, but I do want to use her in this playthrough as a speed lead, which is going to be pretty cool. And there hasn't been a single champion that I've invested in that I regret. I'm happy with everybody that I've invested in. I'm happy with building everybody. I can't say I'm happy with their builds because obviously I know what's possible in terms of gear when I look at my main account, so I'm excited to continue building them and getting this gear for them that just makes them even better. I have put a substantial amount of energy into the current event dungeon to secure some pinpoint gear, but it's not going too groovy, but we were lucky enough to get some pieces that we have been using, so that's pretty cool. As I mentioned, I think yesterday was the first day. Another thing I have to mention is that this wasn't an account that joined an endgame clan that was able to skyrocket that progress. We actually started our own clan for people who only used this link. And then obviously things happen, things get hyped up and some people fade. So then we decided to open up the clan to anybody really. And now we're at a place where yesterday for the first time we unlocked Brutal Clan Boss as a clan. So we can now attack Brutal, but I am at least able to quick battle Clan Boss on hard. And on this said affinity, we are able to do 11.93 million damage. And the nice thing about that is enough to secure the Guardian chest on hard Clan Boss with 1 key. So then we can put the rest of the keys into Brutal, and that's pretty cool. In terms of dungeons, I won't lie to you guys. Like I said, I have been slacking just a little bit. I haven't really farmed potion keeps. I haven't really farmed anything really. I farmed Dragon when it was 5 times speed drops. That is when I farmed Dragon, and we're currently able to farm stage 13 of Dragon. If we look at Ice Golem, stage 13 as well. Spider, stage 10. And the event dungeon that's currently ongoing, we can do 13, so that's pretty cool. And then Fire Knight, we do stage 13 as well. Sand Devil, I haven't done anything. Phantom Shogun, haven't attempted, not even once. Minotaur, we are able to do stage 15 already on Minotaur, so that's pretty cool. That means that Tholen can be in there, and the rest can be either fodder or people who want to focus on their masteries as well. Iron Twins haven't really started to committing to this at all. We haven't even done the first stage in the Spirit Affinity, which I'll do right after recording this video. So yeah, for me, the progress, I don't actually know if the progress is good or if the progress is bad. For me, the progress is progress. I'm playing it at the speed that I can play it at. I'm progressing at the speed that I can progress at. I'm not going to compare this to anybody else. I'm not going to compare this to speedrunners. I'm not going to compare this to other people at day 30. For me, at least, I've learned that comparison is the thief of joy. I just want to play the game as much as I can on this account, and it's going to be like a second main. So I'm doing things like I've leveled the gem mine. I'm focusing on masteries of my champion. I'm unlocking slots in the Guardian Ring to train up champions. So I'm not necessarily doing things just to kind of speed run to get to any destination. I'm playing this with long term in mind. So I'm making sure that the things that I invest in will have an ROI in the long term. I'm in no rush. This is just going to be a fun playthrough, and I'm looking forward to continuing exactly like that. As I also mentioned to you guys right at the start of the video, we did purchase the Apprentice Pass, which I can no longer show you, but we did purchase the Apprentice Pass. That kind of allowed for us to get our second 6-star champion a lot sooner, because there are 5-star chickens available in the Apprentice Pass. Then the free champion pass here with He-Man gives you the feast at level 25. That helped us with our third 6-star. The fourth 6-star, we literally just farmed food, and the fifth 6-star now will be farming food as well in 12-3 Brutal. So that's pretty cool, and there's currently a champion training event happening, and that's where we're going to do it as efficiently as possible so that we can get some extra rewards for what we were going to do anyway. So just to touch on a few things as well, like I mentioned briefly, this was the first time that I was able to finish Brutal campaign with 2 level 5 champions. So when I say level 5, I mean 5-star champions, 2 5-star level 50 champions that were each 3-star ascended. Personally, I've never finished Brutal with not a single 6-star, so this was the first time for that. So the progress felt consistent. I think it's just the pairing between Tholen and Pelops, and the fact that I got 2 speed boots in lifesteal, which is also pretty cool. I got a 4-star purple boot in lifesteal, and then the 5-star lifesteal boot was also speed. So having 2 speed rolls is lucky, first of all, but also pretty cool in terms of helping you just go first and hit hard. Things that progress slower, I can't really think of off the top of my head, because like I said, I'm not comparing this to any of my previous playthroughs. I'm not comparing this to anyone else's playthroughs. So when I think of things that have progressed slower, nothing really comes to mind. The consistency that I can commit time to in this account might be slowing down some progress, because especially with what's happening on the main account, I am playing so much on that account, making sure that I'm planning, making sure that I'm not missing out on things that I want to do, and fine-tuning builds and working on a couple of things on the main account. So that's kept me away from this as well. But I will, like I said, this isn't a short-term project for me. This is a long-term project for me, and I'm okay with that. There has been a struggle with books, especially starting with Tholen and Pelops. You have to choose one of them. You don't have all the books to be able to just invest into both of them. So in terms of books, we have chosen to level Tholen first, and then we will work our way into Pelops. And the nice thing is, I don't think I will invest in Skeletor anytime soon, which means that I only have 2 legendaries to worry on in terms of legendary books, which is really cool. And then I've got 3 epics that I will focus on with regards to my epic books. I did start out with Ugo and Tagore. So that's pretty cool, because obviously Rector, I only made the decision to get the Apprentice Pass after having already utilized those books. But it's easier to invest in epic champions than it is to invest in legendary champions, because books are just a lot more scarce when it comes to the legendary books than the epic books are. And this is what also makes me want to invest in Kale as a second nuker, because of how easy it is. He's already fully booked and he's vibing. We will also, I just remembered, we actually got a soul for Ugo as well. We did. We got a 1-star soul for Ugo as well. So we're going to put that on her. And then I'm going to put Cruelty on Ugo, because I don't currently have anybody with Cruelty on. So let's go get Cruelty for Ugo. Fantastic. I don't even know if that's the right blessing. That's just what I remember, the blessing that I have, I think, on my main. I could be wrong. It's the first blessing that came to mind. Let me know down in the comments below what blessing you guys think should go on Ugo. If you yourself use Ugo, what blessing you have on her. Always keen, and I always meet up with you guys in the comments below after the videos goes live, because I just appreciate conversation. I appreciate debating, and I appreciate the topics that we end up conversing about. So I'll meet you guys there after the video goes live, right after you hit that like button and that subscribe button, yo. Let's get it. But outside of that, we haven't really struggled with silver. Whenever we do, or we are low on silver, we just sell the gear that I know for a fact we won't use. Books, we're obviously out of books right now. We got a legendary book recently and 2 epic books. So the resource grind is slow but steady. Slow but steady, and that is fine. In terms of energy, we do have some energy chilling over here. We've got 5 refills, and we've also got 2 5-coin refills for arena. So we haven't really struggled with energy as yet, but we all know the influx of resources you get in the early game is pretty cool. There's not often a time you find yourself without energy, unless you are speedrunning or literally sweating, let's say like a speedrun on Arbiter or a speedrun on Ultra Nightmare, whatever the case may be. But if you're playing passively and daily, don't get me wrong, daily, but not 14 hours a day, maybe 1 or 2 hours a day, I don't see you running out of energy. I personally didn't. Maybe I'm just lucky. I really don't know. Well, the next focus for me on this account is to be able to get the final chest on Brutal clan boss. We've just unlocked Brutal as a clan, so that'll be pretty cool. And then obviously 6-starring to Gore, which I'm currently going to be busy with after this video. After I record this video, I'll get back into doing some food training so that we can get to Gore to level 60 as well. And then obviously building Pelops. Tholen is almost fully booked, and then we'll fully book Pelops as well. And then we'll just work on booking Rector, Ugo, and to go complete after that. I think that's also where I want to slowly progress to higher level in all the dungeons as well. Dragon, Spider, Ice Golem, and Fire Knight, so that I know for a fact that when I do get there, in the Arbiter missions, we're at a place where we don't have to build teams for that, but we've already gotten the teams to do, let's say, stage 20 of all of those dungeons, which will be pretty cool. And just to go into the Arbiter missions, we have finished part 2 of part 4, and we are almost halfway through part 3. So it's Friday tomorrow, which means the Force Keep will open tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's on Friday. So then we'll continue with the Arbiter missions as well. I did take a break from these missions because I didn't want to grind it like super sweaty, but I also just want to pace myself so that it remains fun. We've still got some challenges left as well. In champion section, we are on part 3 or 5. Artifacts we haven't even started with yet. And in arena, we are on the last part 3 of 3 to secure that last legendary book as well. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with where we're at in this account. I'm having a lot of fun. And just a shout out to the community, to those of you who started out this link, who joined the Discord, who joined the clan. It's really made it so much easier for me to just enjoy this journey as well, because there's always conversation happening about whether it's our main accounts or these accounts. It's just been an absolute pleasure. So a huge shout out to you guys from the Discord and from the community. I sincerely appreciate you all. So to close it there, not to speak about it too much, overall I'm happy, overall I'm pleased. It's not a whale account, it's not a free-to-play account because of the Apprentice Pass, and I'm happy with the pace that we're going. I'm happy at the fact that I've had fun every single day of these 30 days that I've played this account and logged in. We haven't missed a day since we got the account, so that's absolutely fantastic. Since we started the account with the link. And yeah, I'll keep updating you guys, maybe every 3 days, maybe once a week, maybe every 7 days. It's another thing that you can please let me know down in the comments below. How often would you like updates on this account specifically? And I will happily try to do exactly that for you all. So yeah, this is just a regular dude playing at a regular pace within Raid. And if you guys had to start a new account today, where do you think you'd be after 30 days? Realistically speaking, or if you're one of those that would potentially speedrun it, let me know that as well. I'll meet you guys in the comments right after the video. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description below. It's the exact download link that we used for this playthrough and that we're going to continue using just to keep on vibing, yo. Using that link directly supports me, directly supports the channel. Happiness is a choice, kindness is free. Leave your mark, yo. Peace out.